Hey guys, it's Erica with Not Your Average EDC. It is a beautiful, very warm day here in New Hampshire. I have a ton of yard work to do, but quickly I wanted to address something that I've been noticing in the comments. I don't go through the YouTube comments, but I get the emails, like email notifications about the comments going on my channel, and I see those. So I wanted to just talk real quick about the difference between use and abuse, because I have noticed there are a few comments going around that like I abuse my tools, and I think there's a fine line between use and abuse. So let's just talk about that real quick. A couple of people have said that I am abusing the 940, and that's why the tip broke off. I already have stated numerous times that I am testing the limits of this knife. I am testing it as a pry bar and a screwdriver because other people before me have stated that they have done that. So I'm just testing that theory. Do I think that's abuse? No, I don't. And if you do, I understand, but that to me is not abuse. Abuse to me would be taking this knife and climbing up a ladder outside on the side of the house and purposely chucking this onto the concrete sidewalk to see if it breaks. That to me would be abuse, or running it over with a car, or throwing it in a fire. That to me would be abusing this tool, okay? So our opinion of abuse clearly differs, because me using this thick back part as a pry bar, I don't think is abuse, and me using this as a scraper at work because I don't have one, I don't think is abuse. I'm just kind of testing the limits of this knife, because based off of what other people have said, you should be able to do that with this knife, okay? So I don't want people to think that I like don't respect my tools or anything, because I do, and I love my gear. I need it. I wouldn't abuse it. I would be afraid to abuse it because I need my tools every day. I'm literally doing a job where I use tools all day long. That is my job. I'm using hand tools all day long. So abusing them would be detrimental on my end to myself, because I wouldn't have the tools to do my job. Okay? And if you follow my Instagram page, I've had a lot of these tools since I was a child, and they haven't changed. I'm not kidding. This Swiss Army knife right here, let's see if we can pick up the scratches and stuff. This camera's so terrible. I hope you guys can see how absolutely worn this Swiss Army knife is. You want to know why? Because this is the same Swiss Army knife that I've had since I was a child, and I never lost it. I changed the scales on it because I liked the blue, but this is literally the same Swiss Army knife that I've had since I was a kid. If I abused it, it wouldn't work anymore. But look, it's got all of its functions still on it. Are they sharpened down and used? Yes, but I don't abuse my tools, so I actually am able to keep them around for a really long time. Check it out. No broken screwdrivers or anything. Everything's still on there, and I use this every day, and I have since I was a kid. Haven't even lost the toothpick and tweezers, which is really funny. I'm kind of surprised. And my Leatherman Wave I mentioned in a video the other day. This is the same Leatherman Wave that I have had since I was, I believe, 17 years old, and I'm about to turn 26 in a couple weeks. So this is old. Still has all of its functions, and it works really well, and I use it every day. The only thing I ever broke on this one was the tiny eyeglass screwdriver, and that was my own fault. I broke this is the replacement, but I broke this when I was actually trying to get the scales, the factory scales off of this Mini Champ. So this came with like plastic scales, and somebody bought these titanium ones for me, and I was using this stupidly to get the factory scales off, and I broke it. But other than that, I haven't broken anything on these, because I really tried to not abuse my stuff, and I try to use the right tool for the right job. So yeah, this is the same Leatherman that I've had since I was a teenager. Nothing broken on it other than that one thing. but I don't abuse my stuff. And the only, like I said, the only reason that I'm pushing the 940 is to test a theory for other users. We've been told by so many people that this is the paint can opener, this is the screwdriver. So I just think it's fun to test to see if you can actually do those things with it. And I have been able to so far, other than that one mishap where I broke a little bit of the tip off, but this really has been able to do everything I've thrown at it, and I'm enjoying using this because in reality, guys, coming from a job where I am working with tools and working with my hands all day, you don't realize what you would do in a situation until you're actually in it. So when you are up on a ladder and you're working on windows high up and you think you brought all your tools with you and then you realize you forgot something, you'd be surprised what you'll reach into your pocket and use to save yourself time. It really is kind of handy to have a relationship with your tools where you trust them in a situation where maybe you don't want to climb all the way back down the ladder and try to find something else. Like if you have something on you in a pinch and you're holding something up and with one hand you're grabbing your knife and you're using it as a pry bar or a screwdriver real quick, it really is helpful and useful to know that you can do that with your tools if need be. That's why I'm doing that, because I want to see if I can, in a pinch, or if anyone else could use the 940 in a pinch as a pry bar, as a scraper, as a screwdriver. So far, so good for the most part. Okay? So I just wanted to address that. The comments don't bother me at all. They get me thinking. Even the ones that, I think somebody called me a communist yesterday or something, so that was really funny, but they don't bother me at all. They just get me thinking of things to make videos about and address. So I actually really appreciate the comments, especially the negative ones, because they get me thinking of how I can portray my thoughts and my testing better. And if people are in the comments thinking that I am purposely abusing my tools for show, that's something I would love to address, because I'm not intentionally abusing them. But like I said, if you still think I do, I completely get it, because it probably looks like I do. So anyway, we're going to continue testing this. Yeah, we'll keep pushing this bad boy through some tasks, and hopefully it will survive. I'm really enjoying this knife so far. Yeah, I guess I might as well just do a quick update on the 940. I'm enjoying this so far. I was surprised when the tip broke off. Sharpening is a bitch. I don't like sharpening this knife at all. I've sharpened it once or twice since using it so far. It's irritating. The blade is very thick, and I think I would be better off actually removing the blade to sharpen it, because it's just awkward to sharpen for me on stones freehand. But using it has been really nice, other than like the slicey tasks that it sometimes doesn't do well at. But I'm mostly using it as a multi-tool, and it's done very well so far. And this length is perfect, man. That is perfect for me. And I have small hands, but this is really nice. So yeah, hopefully you keep up with the updates, and I hope you all have a great day. It's gonna be like 95 here, and I need to go mow the lawn and weed whack and all that good stuff before it gets too hot. So I'll see you guys later. Thank you so much for watching. I appreciate all of you guys, and please use yo shit.